The anticipation of Theresa Donovan's wedding day to Dr. Alex McAllister hung in the air like a delicate promise in the bustling town of Salem, where love and drama intertwine like threads in a complex tapestry. Theresa Donovan was about to marry Dr. Alex McAllister. This day represented a new chapter for Theresa, a woman whose journey had been marked by challenges and transformations. It was a day filled with hope and the possibility of a happily ever after for Theresa. On the morning of the wedding, the sun rose majestically above Salem, spreading a warm glow over the charming streets and historic buildings. The scene was perfect for the wedding. A day filled with love and celebration was set against the perfect backdrop of birds chirping joyfully in the trees and the aroma of flowers that had just bloomed, providing the ideal atmosphere for the occasion. Theresa was standing in front of the mirror at the house where she had spent her childhood. Her hands were slightly shaking as she adjusted the lace veil that was falling naturally over her shoulders. She felt the weight of the day's significance settle upon her like a loving hug, and her heart began to flutter with a mixture of excitement and nerves. During the time that she was admiring her reflection, her mind was flooded with recollections of the highs and lows, the joys and heart-touches that had brought her to this point in time. When Theresa emerged from her troubled past and the redemption she had worked so hard to earn, she was stronger and more resilient than before, and she was prepared to welcome the future with open arms. The busy activity of wedding preparations proceeded outside and continued to take place. The tones of gentle music that floated from speakers hidden among the floral arrangements were mixed in with the sounds of family and friends conversing and laughing as they moved around the room. There was a distinct intensity that mirrored Theresa's own anticipation, and it was something that could be felt in the air. While this was going on, Dr. Alex McAllister was looking like a picture of poise and calmness as he stood across town in his impeccable fitted suit. Alex, who was a well-respected physician with a golden heart, had won Theresa's affections via his unflinching support and his kindness. His love for her was unwavering, and it served as a ray of light in a world that was frequently filled with unpredictability. A shadow, however, lurked beneath Alex's calm facade. It was a secret that had the potential to cast a shade over the celebrations that were taking place that day. Alex had been struggling with his own concerns, doubts that were the result of a revelation that had shattered the core of their relationship. Theresa was unaware of Alex's struggles with his own uncertainties. A few weeks ago, Alex had been sent a mysterious message, which was a letter written by an unknown person that alluded to a concealed fact from his history. Its contents had shaken him to his very core, reawakening memories that had been buried for a very long time and throwing doubt on the future that he had envisioned for himself and Theresa. Alex struggled to make a decision that weighed heavy on his conscience as the hours ticked by and the approaching hour of the wedding drew closer. Is it appropriate for him to reveal the truth and take the chance of breaking Theresa's heart on the day that ought to be the happiest of her life? As an alternative, should he conceal the secret deep within himself, hoping against hope that love would triumph over everything? When Alex was having a period of quiet thought, he found that he was drawn to the window. He focused his gaze on the horizon, where the sun was dipping low in the sky. The drapery's soft swaying did not provide any answers. Rather, it provided him with a short sense of consolation in the middle of the chaos that was moving through his mind. The atmosphere was a frenzy of excitement and anticipation when Theresa returned to the house where she had spent her childhood. Her mother, Kimberly Brady, was busying herself with nervous energy and stressing over every detail in order to make sure that her daughter's big day would be nothing less than flawless. At the same time that Theresa's sister, Eve Donovan, was engaging in playful banter with her niece, Tate Black, who was scurrying around in a little tuxedo. Theresa's sister provided words of encouragement. There were old acquaintances and recognizable faces among the visitors who were mixing in the garden, and they exchanged laughter and genuine chats with one another. Theresa's lifelong friend and confidant, Lucas Horton, stood by her side with a comforting grin, his presence a pillar of strength amidst the swirl of emotions that she was experiencing. Theresa found herself surrounded by loved ones as the appointed time for the ceremony drew near. Their unflinching support was a demonstration of the connections that had played a significant role in shaping her path. However, despite the happiness and excitement, she couldn't shake the feeling of unease that was gnawing at her heart. It was a nagging uncertainty that she couldn't quite shake.